優しく血を満たす喜び望まれた解放神秘的な覚醒の瞬間暖かく溢れ出し歪みゆく残像両手で目を塞ぎ光の全てを断ち切ったらあなたの声を探すよ仕組まれたこの奇跡へとつながる真理その全て鮮やかな景色矛盾定理理性を超える選択罪を歌い責めるように闇は息を殺す美しいものくぐるものに取り交わされた契約ひらりひらりちょうどいさないやがて叫びは無痛に変わる
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to yet another Umineko no Naku Koro ni. Okay, so finally entering episode 5. Thank you all for the nice comments and excellent feedback from my last Umineko video, which was the true finale of episode 4. Very well appreciated, and again, thank you all for sticking around as we continue with Umineko. Let's go ahead and jump right on in and see what is gonna happen. Alright, episode 5, End of the Golden Witch. Good morning! Please enjoy this new game by a new game master at your leisure. Oh, well, okay. That's news to me. Who the fuck is gonna be the new game master? What the fuck? However, the game has already reached a climax. The culprit has been cornered, and there's nothing left to do but await your final checkmate. But for that very reason, there must be something for you to spot, looking down on it from afar. The difficulty is fairly easy. What could possibly deceive you after all this time? Shit. Well, if you're gonna say that, then... Fuck. Shit. The story is very obviously fictional and fantastic in nature. Thank you. Oh boy. I'm actually very nervous. I don't know what... Okay. Just thrown right in there, I see. Alright. Okay, episode 5 off to a great start.
そなたが歪めるだろうその表情が楽しいからの他に何の理由が必要なのかほらほら
Wait, what the fuck?
にちゃんと見ろよ
Oh, is this like a last time on Umineko type deal where it's going through all the past 4 episodes? That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. All right. Little snippets here and there. That's cute. All right. Oh God. I didn't miss that face there, Beatrice. Oh God.
結構面白かったぜ。
This was episode 3, I believe.
しかしお師匠様の言う通りにしてみたんだが、本当に結構いいとこまで行けたな。なんでもツンツンと残虐を尽くした後に程よくへたれて出れてみせると好感度ってやつが大幅アップするんだろ。
Ah! Affection meter. Oh my god, how dare you. But dudes, okay, everybody listen. Oh, the music is pumping. Oh yeah. Alright, I am stoked for this. Oh. Okay. We saw this in 4. That lonely tone was the desolate sound of the wind blowing by. The glittering rose petals on these I don't know why, but I was gonna say blucious. Blucious. What the fuck? It's late at night. I need help. The glittering rose petals on these bushes were all golden. The cloud of gold butterflies that had once danced through this golden rose garden, like fluttering rose petals, was no longer anywhere to be seen. The master of the golden land is the golden witch, Beatrice. She might be called inhumane and cruel, arrogant and outrageous, or perhaps naive and simple. That laugh of hers, which lost its grace more and more the longer it continued, could no longer be heard. The golden witch Beatrice sat like a doll, resting in a deck chair adorned as beautifully as the golden rose garden itself. She wasn't relaxing there. Her eyes were empty. She didn't respond to any questions. Even so, she was not permitted to sleep. Beatrice sat like a doll. Alright. Her hair was down, and Virgilia was carefully tending to it with a comb. The usual Beetle would surely have spent this time complaining about this and that regarding her hairstyle. However, she made no response, showed no reaction, so it really only looked like Virgilia was combing the golden hair of a large doll. There was a table alongside them. On it sat a chessboard, along with a jumble of black and white pieces, locked in a closely fought battle. However, this setup looked somehow different from normal chess. Maybe the game was similar, though not identical. And on the other side, sitting back in his chair as he contemplated his next move, was a young man. No, perhaps it wasn't his next move he contemplated. Every once in a while he could change the positions of the pieces, reconsidering the situation after every change. Maybe he was reconstructing previous games, trying to discover the thought process behind the moves that had been made. In the past, Kinzo, the Ushiromiya family head, once said that learning chessboard arrangements was like taking a journey through the thoughts of the old masters. Ushiromiya Battler was on a journey, a search for the thought process that had led the Golden Witch to create this arrangement and make these moves. Battler took a black piece that should have been moved forward, and returned it to its original place, sighing deeply. Bachelor's pieces were white. However, on this chessboard, the black encampment was on Bachelor's side. He was reconstructing that arrangement, trying to play Bito's role.
お前の指し手はやればやるほどに理解できねえぜ。
Even Bachelor didn't expect that Bito would respond to that statement. Or rather, he was pretending to talk to himself, thinking there might still be some chance of her responding. Oh shit, dude! Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I am all for her hair down like that. I'm all for it. Damn! It's clear, right? Yeah, okay. I like that. Okay. I'm sorry! Bito's eyes reflected nothing, and her mouth told nothing. After begging him to kill her, the Golden Witch had become a corpse that had given up on life. She wasn't sleeping. She couldn't step down from this game and was therefore forbidden sleep. So, those words must have reached her ears. However, they probably hadn't reached her heart. The Golden Witch would not sneer at Bachelor's moves, nor would she praise them or belittle them. By now, Beatrice was nothing more than a living doll. Even so, she would glance at him every once in a while. It would be an empty glance, but a glance nonetheless. Sometimes she would seem to make some sort of gesture, or even move her lips. However, her movements never managed to communicate anything to Bachelor.
どうやったらこの局面でこの指し手になるわけだ。
Can I just say I'm loving this so far? Even though nothing has happened? I'm just loving it.
わけがわからねえんだよ。お前の指し手はよ。
ベアとバトラ君が話しかけていますよ。
なんとか言えよ。クスクスとかゲラゲラとか。いつもの黄色い笑いでいいから。
Can you believe it? That shrill laugh of Bito's will never be heard again. However, even if she couldn't answer, his voice surely reached her. That was what Bachelor believed as he said these words. So he said it again.
どうやったらこの局面でこの指し手になるわけだ。わけがわからねえぜ。お前の指し手はよ。
この子の考えることはわけがわかりませんか？
Vergilia answered in her disciple's stead. Sorry. Steed. No. Up to this point, she had done her best to avoid speaking for Bito. After all, there was a chance that Bito would respond in some way, and Vergilia didn't want to be the one to steal that chance. So, Bachelor was going to have to bear with his silence until Bito herself answered. Vergilia could no longer bear to watch Bachelor like this. Besides, Bachelor also wanted to hear what Vergilia had to say. He believed that conversation would reach Bito's heart.
ああ、さっぱりだな。
Just like with Angie, you know? He reached Bachelor's heart at the time, right? Well, not really his heart, his soul, right? Yeah, one and a two, whatever.
ベアとの立場になってこうして駒を動かせば動かすほどにわからなくなる。
A serial murder following an epitaph. With that as a victory condition, I tried reconstructing the games from the witch's side, but I never ended up making the moves Bito did. In those games, I could find several incomprehensible moves that clearly worked against a victory condition.
さっぱりわからねえ。こいつの思考を探る旅路はあまりに険しすぎるぜ。
でもあなたは投げ出さないのですね。
ああ、約束した。
Kill me. Let me die.
俺はこいつを安らかに死なせてやると約束した。そしてそれは俺にしかできない。
Bito's right ankle was bound with a heavy, cold steel shackle. It wasn't tied to anything, so it didn't restrict her movement. However, it symbolized restriction. It was a visualization of the bonds that prevented her from leaving the game until she either won or lost. And the shackle was probably hurting her. The mercilessly cold shackle tormented her over and over inside her waking dream. So, there was never any sign of relief in her empty expression. Her eyelids would sometimes tremble like she was having a nightmare, and every once in a while she would let out a pained gasp. Unless I win, Bito will never be released from the curse that prevents her from sleeping peacefully.
良いのですか?
Damn. Now it's looking like fucking Lambdadelta and Bernkastel are the enemies this time around, huh? Because they're basically keeping her captive. I mean, there's no basically about it. I mean, we all saw it in episode 4. Anyway.
第5のゲームはもう始まっているようですよ。
興味ね。
Oh? Why should I take part in any game unless Bito is my opponent? If that's the only alternative, then it's a much better use of my time to reconstruct previous games while taking a journey in search of Bito's thought process.
次のゲームマスターは私がやるわ。
Well, that answered my question.
依存ある？
Plenty.
ないわよね。
Shut up!
依存だらけよ。ベアとは戦いを放棄して人事不正。ベアとの不先輩でゲームオーバーでしょ。
確かにベアとはいろいろとあったんで、今はちょっぴりノックアウト気味。でも戦う気力を失ったわけじゃない。
Are you sure about that?
だからつまり私は解除役ってわけ。
Okay, I think you're not understanding something here, Lambdadelta. Alright, whatever.
わかる？
Yeah, whatever. Bito was lying down on a deck chair, almost as though she was sleeping. However, she wasn't sleeping, and she wasn't awake either. She was nothing more than a living doll that had given up on victory, who had asked a bachelor to perform her last rites, and who had surrendered everything. Of course, if everyone just sat around, the next game, the 5th game, would never be made ready. So, Lambdadelta had succeeded Bito as the next game master, and announced that she'd prepare the next game.
ふざけるな。これは俺とベアとのゲームだぞ。お前ら、どこの誰か知らねえが、勝手に話を進めるんじゃねえ。
あんたに意見は求めてないわ。
Rude.
どうすんのベル？受けるの？受けないの？
いいわ。
So basically, Lambdadelta is taking over for Beatrice, and Bernkastel is taking over for Battler. Right? I mean, this smells of a betrayal and backstabbing 2-in-1er. Where these two fuckers are gonna do something to Beatrice and Battler, and it's gonna make a frenemy situation, and then an enemy and a friend. Ah! Okay.
あんたが引き継ぎなさい。
Son of a bitch!
なんだと？ふざけるな！お前ら何者か知らねえが、俺とベアトを無視して勝手に話を進めるんじゃねえ！
落ち着きなさいよ。確かにプレイヤーが変われば察しても変わる。あんたにとっては戸惑うことも多いかもしれないけど、それでも大きなヒントになりうるでしょ。
知らねえよ。勝手なこと言って仕切ってんじゃね
え。ベアとのゲームを4つも繰り返して何もわからないんでしょ。ならプレイヤーが変わるのは大きなヒントになると思うけれど。
大きなお世話だ。これはベアトが用意し、俺を対戦相手に指定した俺たちのゲームだ。どこから湧いてきたのかもしれないお前らにかき回されるのはごめんだ。
Damn.
ならベアトを起こして次の準備をさせて。できる？
ベアトはしばらく起きねえよ。それに新しいゲームなんて必要ねえ。あいつがこれまでに出題してきた4つのゲームの譜面だけで十分だ。仮に第5のゲームがあるとしても、それはベアトが出題し俺に挑むものだけで十分だ。お前らには何の関係もない。
Battler couldn't hide his irritation at the two witches called Lambdadelta and Bernkastel, who had shown up well after the game's start, and who were now trying to take charge on their own. It looked like these witches were of an even higher rank than Bito. So high, in fact, that even Bito's teacher, Virgilia, couldn't even come close. Battler had the feeling he'd seen these two several times before. Well, Battler, funny story here. Anyway, however, this was the first time he'd known their names and spoken to them directly.
ベアトを起こせず、あんたに次のゲームを準備もできない。だから私が次のゲームを用意するわけ。私たちはね、いつ正気を取り戻すかもわからないベアトにいつまでも付き合ってられるほど気が長くないの。ね、ベルン？
退屈はごめんなの。イライラするほどに。
Meow.
お前が退屈がろうが、俺たちは知ったことじゃねえ。
You tell him, Battler.
まあまあ、このパーフェクトなラムダデルタ様に任せなさい。
Perfect. Yeah, right.
私がゲームマスターを引き継ぐ。大丈夫よ。あんまり絶対完璧にはプレイしないわよ。ベアトっぽく、わけのわかんないフェイクや尻尾、ボーナスヒントをいっぱい用意してあげる。ベアトの世界をより理解するための大きなヒントにしてあげるわよ。
Letting my voiceless emotions, God, my throat. Emotions explode. I slammed at the table hard. Oof. The two witches didn't flinch at all. One grinned. The other looked indifferent, as though nothing had happened. The two of them just stared at me silently, as though they were reproaching me.
何？不満？あんたは私による第5のゲームを降りるっての？それって不先輩？
バトラは降りないわよ。もちろん第5のゲームにも参加するわ。
勝手に決めるんじゃねえ。お前らに俺は付き合わない。知ったことじゃない。
ならやっぱり不先輩ってことよね。このゲームは魔女側の勝ち。人間は屈服ってことでお開きでいいかしら。
降りるなら不先輩でゲーム終了だけどいいの？たった一人残された妹が。無限の世界のすべてでたどる不幸な境遇を確定させたいのならそれも選択よ。
Damn. When Bernkastel mentioned Angie, Battler's expression changed instantly.
てめえ、エンジェのことを気安く口にするんじゃねえ。
あなたにこの私、奇跡の魔女ベルンカステルが味方しているからこそ、エンジェにはひょっとしたら家族が帰ってくるかもしれない奇跡の余地が残されてるのよ。あなたが自らそれを捨ててエンジェの無限の未来全てを不幸なものに確定するのもまた私には一興だけれども。
I vaguely understood what she was saying. Until I win in Beetle's game, I'll remain trapped in this bizarre world. And if I abandon that victory, then most certainly my parents and I will never return to Angie. For Angie's sake, even though I know that the witches are toying with me, I must keep on fighting.
くそ。
なに？その不満そうな顔。自分の妹をグズグズのひき肉にされた怒り、もう忘れちゃったの？プチプチブチブチ無数の焼きパンチで引きちぎって細切れにしていくあの光景。
Had to remind me, huh?
今度はちゃんと真正面で見ないとダメ？
Shut the fuck up. Bernkastel pointed the palm of her right hand upwards. As she did, a pale light gathered there, and some kind of blue glowing crystal appeared there. Oh? A scene was reflected on its sharp surface, but it wasn't the scene that surrounded them now. If you looked deep into the crystal, that fragment, then you would probably learn what was reflected on there. If you stared at it, then you'd surely see the end Angie finally reached after waiting 12 years and giving up everything for the sake of her beloved brother. The scene of her death throes, as her entire body was torn to bits while she still lived.
貴様。
Without thinking, he grabbed at her collar. But as soon as he touched that which made up her form, it disappeared like foam on the waves. Then, as naturally as though she'd been there from the beginning, Bernkastel was leaning against a distant wall.
あなたがゲームを降りるなら
Oh god, that smile's a little creepy, actually. Please don't show it ever again.
これはかけらでなく確定した現実になる。その未来を紡ぐのは私じゃないわ。
I don't like you anymore. Go away.
あなた自身よ。
I need an adult. Okay.
あなたが決めなさい。最愛の妹の未来をどうしたいのかを。
Battler's fist shook with anger. Understandably. But even if he swung them down, he wouldn't be able to hit Bernkastel. This witch was like a phantom, or a cat, who wouldn't even let someone pet her if she didn't wish for it. And she was telling the truth. For Angie's sake, I can't step down from this fight. Even if these unpleasant witches hijack the game board.
すがベルン。脅し方もえぐいわね。そういうことよ、バトラー。あんたにはゲームを降りることなんて許されてないの。あんたもベアとも私たちの退屈を紛らわせるゲーム版のコマでしかない。
Fuck you.
あんたのそのわけのわかんない怒りやイラつきさえも私たちには退屈を紛らわす最高のお菓子。まあその程度の怒りじゃ駄菓子程度だけどね。
Alright.
30円で2枚入ってるカレー味のポテトせんべい程度ね。
Wait, what? Potato wafers that sell for 30 yen a pair. Damn, cheap as fuck. Ah! God! Why?
魔女とも
Exactly.
ね
Evil. Evil.
エンジェのためにも戦いなさい。
Heartless bitch.
そしてベアとのためにもでしょ。
You know what? I liked you in Higurashi. When you were yourself a game piece, you son of a bitch! In a way that was admonishing, or perhaps babying. Oh, great. Yes. Like the headache you get after eating something too sweet. Bernkastel tormented Battler and smiled. Wow. By now, the host of this tea party, Bito, was absent. The guest witches were already making themselves at home.
どうすんの？後ろ宮バトラー。運命に屈しちゃう？
I'd rather go on and smack all of you. Schmack, schmack.
降りちゃいなさいよ。魔女の駒にして遊ばれるなんてもうごめんなんでしょ？ベルンの駒は辛いわよ。
That's actually what Beatrice said at the ending of episode 4, the tea party segment, I believe, right? Goddamn, that was an awesome scene. I love that whole segment there. Anyway, sorry, what?
きっとあんたもエンジェみたいに使い捨てにされるわよ。
Probably. But right now, I'm thinking she's a little bit better than you two. I'm just saying.
あなたに降りる選択肢は与えてない。
Oh, you're gonna force me now? You're gonna force me now?
妹の未来のために戦い続けるの。
Giving me the option, back loco.
私は味方よ。その未来にたどり着けるよう、あなたが勝利するまでサポートするわ。私が退屈するまで永遠に。
I can't let her provocation and how do you pronounce this again? Cajolery rile me up. These witches know I get mad easily, and they are trying to take advantage of that. Bachelor withstood it all, and finally relaxed his clenched fists.
第5のゲームとやらが始めたいなら勝手にやればいい。好きにしろ。
好きにするわよ。あれれ、どこ行くのよ。
Even though Battler acknowledged this wouldn't that be a weird thing? The fifth game, he turned his back on them, much to Lambdadelta's surprise.
お前がベアとの代役を務めるってんなら、そこのベルンカステルとかいう魔女が俺の代役を務めるのも勝手だろ。
I mean, right?
道理ね。そうじゃないと不先輩になってしまう。
何よそれ。私が作る渾身のエピソード5をあんた無視するっての？
I mean, it's only fair. You're filling in for someone, then I get to choose whoever to fill in for me. Shut the fuck up!
失礼しちゃう。
You're the rude one, bitch! You too, Bernkastel. I'm looking at you.
バトラーはしばらく休憩するそうよ。それまでの間、私がプレイヤーの代役を務める。
You're goddamn right.
それでどうバトラー。
そうしやがれ。
なにラムダ。間抜けなバトラーじゃなくて、私がプレイヤーだと遊んでくれないの？
You scared of her there, eh?
そんなわけないわ。ベルンと一緒に遊べて嬉しいわよ。
It's like the good old days between you two, eh? You sick fucks.
さあさあ、遊びましょう遊びましょう。ラムダデルタ様の超ハイパーでキュートに可愛いエピソード5を一緒に遊びましょうよ。
Ugh. Kind of actually starting to look forward to episode 5 being over. If this is what I'm looking forward to. Oh
一
god.
応ベアトの作った世界なのよ。世界観ぶち壊しにしてないでしょうね。
Oh, they will. They will.
大丈夫だってば。私そういうのの空気は読める方なのよ。
Uh-huh.
ちゃんとベアトっぽい世界観でもっと面白い物語に仕上げてみせたわ。
Right.
バトラも休憩終わったら早く戻ってくるのよ。見逃すともったいないわよ。
Nah, fuck off.
ベアトの秘密に迫れるようなボーナスヒントをたっぷり用意してるんだから。
Bleh.
と見せかけてミスリード満載でますますに煙に巻く気なんだけどね。ちょっとこらバトラ、魔女の話聞いてんの？
Because you're a little bitch and I don't care about you. Go away! Oh, I might sound like a little bitch myself. Without answering, Battler disappeared into the darkness. After shrugging and cackling, the witches immediately started playing with the game board they had stolen from Bito. Beatrice! Alright.
あの魔女どもにベアとのゲームは理解できるのか？
同じゲーム版を使う以上、この子にできないことはできません。しかしこの子がやらないことはやれます。
やらないこととは何だ？
チェスの道具はチェスで遊ぶために存在します。それを使ってトランプをすることはできない。しかしチェスの駒を相手に投げつけてぶつけたり、チェス盤に落書きしてみたり、そういう行為をすることも不可能ではありません。しかしそれはチェスに対する冒涜だから誰もやらない。
That definitely wouldn't be chess anymore. Bito's eyes seemed to cloud slightly with sadness.
ふざけやがって。これは俺とベアとのゲームだ。他の誰にも冒涜はさせない。
At that time, gold butterflies gathered and Runaway appeared, holding a tea set with black tea.
紅茶のおかわりはいかがですか？
My man, Runaway! Hello.
もらえるか？
Hell yeah.
かしこまりました。いかがですか？お嬢様の思考を探る旅は。
さっぱりだが楽しんでるぜ。
しかしよろしいのですか？こちらでくつろがれていても。
あの魔女どもが勝手に進めてるゲームのことか？
ええ、先ほど紅茶をお届けに伺った時にはもう第一の番の殺人が起こり。
Holy shit! What the fuck? Alright, is this gonna be a quick, A quick episode? Damn!
もうじきその次の殺人も起こりそうな気配でした。
Alright, Jesus. When Bito and I were playing, the game would be paused whenever someone left their seats. However, those witches wouldn't pause that game just because I wasn't around.
ロノウェは奴らのゲームを見たのか？
一部ではございますが。
どうだった？
Runaway lifted the pot high with an elegant gesture as he poured the black tea. After finishing that, he finally spoke. He gave us his impressions of it.
愛がありませんな。
愛ってなんだ？
これは失礼。女性風に申し上げるとです。男性風に申し上げるならば、義理が通らぬと申しましょうか。
I understood what those words meant. When I met Virgilia's eyes, she shook her head slightly and stared at the floor.
上辺は大変よくお嬢様のゲームに似せていると思います。しかし、根本が大きく異なっています。
Hey, I think I get what he's driving at. Yeah.
それはベアとのゲームのルールに反することなのか？
いいえ、反しません。ラムダデルタ様はお嬢様のゲームのルールを実によく理解なされております。しかし、
Oh. Bachelor stood up. There was no need to make Runaway say any more.
バトラク。
ロノウェ、すまない。せっかく入れてもらったけど、紅茶はいらねえぜ。
やはり参られますか？
ああ。俺たちのゲームに部外者はいらない。
These guys weren't even here in the beginning. Because I've been loafing about. Crazier and crazier witches have been introduced. And now they have hijacked this game between me and Beatrice.
取り返さねえとな。ベアとのゲーム版は今は俺が預かってるはずなんだ。その俺がここでぼんやりしてるわけにはいかない。
ありがとう。その言葉をこの子に聞かせてやりたかった。
きっと聞こえていますよ。お嬢様はそれにお返事することができないだけです。
Bito lay there silently, like a living doll with dull eyes. The game board she had created herself had been hijacked by incomprehensible. There we go, people. Help. It was being turned into a mess. Yes, exactly. If I was designated to be her opponent, then Bito must have created this game for me. I've got to take it back.
待ってろ。
My man.
俺が取り返してくれ。
Hell yeah. Of course, Bito didn't respond in any way. That's right. If she can't respond, then I have to protect it in her place.
行ってくるぜ。バルギリア、ロノエ、黄金の眠り姫の面倒を頼むぜ。
はい、お任せを。
いってらっしゃい、バトラ君。
Thank you very much.
そしてどうか、この子のいないゲームにて、この子の何かを見つけてあげてください。もしそれを見つけることができたなら、たとえこの子が不在であっても、あなたはこの子と戦ってくれたことになる。
そうだよな。ああ、全然ダメだぜ。俺は何をやってるんだ。
Let's go. And let's take it back.
魔女ども、待たせたな。俺の休憩は終わりだぜ。
When he faced the jet black heavens and yelled this, the whole world shattered, as though it were made out of thin glass. Then, as though it had been that way since the beginning, it transformed into that smoking room where Battler had fought Bito so many times, in which the two witches had now hijacked.
なにあんた、今頃戻ってきたの？超遅すぎ。もうゲームは2日目どころか大詰めも大詰めよ。
バトラがいつまでも来ないから私が勝手に進めちゃったわ。
Yeah, like you even waited for me in the first place.
ベルンはあんたよりずーっと頭が冴えてて痛快だったわよね。
うるせえ。プレイヤーは俺だ。代役の魔女どもは引っ込んでろ。
別に今から参加しても構わないけど、もう出番ないわよ、多分。
Nah. We are we are restarting this, you son of a bitch. All right, don't rile me up any more than I have to be. All right, I'll wake up the whole goddamn complex up. I don't give a fuck.
確かに。
Wake up, neighbors.
だってもうクライマックスもクライマックス。これで多分ベルンが詰めてゲームセットだもの。
なんだと。
Restart.
いいんじゃない？最後の爪くらい見物しても。
Huh?
そうね。
Nah.
おいでなさい、後ろ宮バトラ。
Nah.
もうほとんどおしまいだけど、私の作ったキュートでエレガントなゲーム。
Ah, shove it.
エピソード5 End of the Golden Witch.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare she? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, this is new. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to be reading these. Fuck. Alright, so these are the people that died so far. His corpse was found in the guest room on the first floor of the mansion. A demon stake had pierced through his back. The tip of it reached as far as his lungs. Because he was lying face down on the bed, it is unthinkable that this was a suicide. Wait, what? Whatever. George. His corpse was found in the cousin's room on the second floor of the guest house. The direct cause of death is unknown, but his neck was sliced open by a sharp blade. Wouldn't that be the cause of death? Hello? Okay, you know what, whatever. The wound was deep enough that anyone could easily confirm his death with absolute certainty. Ah, I see. Hit him twice. That way you think you know the absolute cause of death. But there's a twist. Alright. Cute. Her corpse was found in the cousin's room on the second floor of the guest house. The direct cause of death is unknown, but her neck was sliced out. Oh, okay, it's the same thing. Got it. Oh, Maria, you poor little girl. Her corpse was found in the cousin's room. Okay, same thing. Jesus Christ, all in the cousin's room. What the fuck? His corpse was found in the servant waiting room on the first floor of the mansion. The direct cause of death is unknown, but his neck was... Oh my fucking god. Get the fuck out of here. You sons of a bitches. Alright. And what's on this side, huh? Oh. Oh shit. What the fuck? Hello? Why is it like this? That's weird. The fuck? I mean, I guess it was these two originally, and now it's... I don't know, it's a little weird. I just feel like, you know, it should be these two up here and these two down here. Whatever! Shove it! I'm saving. And that's clearly going to be the end of this video here. It's pretty short, I know, but it's not really that short, right? It's almost 50 minutes. But this is the prologue chapter, so... I mean, that was pretty interesting, right? And we saw the deaths, I explained them, I read them, kind of, sort of, you saw what happened. Hey, the parents are still alive. That's something. And they're still going. Alright. But like I said, it's that's going to be the end of that there. So hopefully you all enjoyed the prologue there. I have mixed feelings. You all saw them. I ranted a little bit. Like, actually, there was like 1 or 2 rants. Tiny little ones. But overall, absolutely amazing. Alright? Episode 5 starting strong. Alright? I don't know what's going to happen. Obviously. But it seems like I'm in for quite a ride. Please, no spoilers. If you want to give me tidbits of hints, that's A-okay. Just nothing, obviously, like... Yeah. Don't say anything that's about to happen or will happen. Just give me little tidbits. Informations, you know? Anyway. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because there will be more Umineko and Higurashi coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, please, as a reminder, stay sinful, folks.